Good morning, everyone. Right. So just been asked the question about obviously fireworks. I spoke about it on a call I did last night, where if your dog is nervous, fearful of fireworks, what can we do? Now, obviously, you probably all know the standard desensitization, counter conditioning to noise, playing noises, getting the dog used to a lot of things. Here's mine. All sat chilling. Where's and summer's just outside. So what I tend to do is, obviously my dogs are comfortable with fireworks, which is fine, but I still set up my home ready. So you can see here what I've got is dog's crate, got some covers over it. I've got a fan, which I'll come on to in a bit. Now, obviously what you have to do here is make sure that your dog is conditioned, if you like, to the fan. So making sure that the fan isn't aversive to the dog in the first place. Now, I tend to put my crates into the middle of the house, away from windows and what have you where possible. And then what I'll be doing then is covering it over with either old duvets to try and deaden the sound as much as possible. So for example here, I've got a crate ready, dog would go in the crate. Obviously, if they're crate trained, obviously, again, think about it. If you're going to get the dog to go into these places, then condition them. Bliss, Rebel, both love their crates. And what I would do, I'd be then lowering over the blanket or the duvet, excuse me as I'm one-handed, and just cover it over like that. Obviously, wrap it all around so that it's as dead a sound as possible. But you get the point. I'm not looking to make this perfect. So, come back to the fan. One of the things you get with noise disturbance is that it goes through, obviously, the airwaves. So one of the things we can do is, first and foremost, condition your dog to the fan. Have it on, and for those who were in the heat wave, we've probably had fans going on, so hopefully the dogs are comfortable. And all you would do is you would first start with the dog and put the fan on. Now, I might not have it on oscillation. I might just leave it on static. And what I'm doing there is I'm pointing it towards the wall, okay? So I might not have it as close to the dog as this, depending on the dog. And I would then just stand it away, point it at the wall. I could point it at this wall, this side here like that. But at the moment, I've just got it on low. And then eventually I'm going to work through getting my dog conditioned until I've got it on full volume and full speed, bouncing off the wall. Now, the idea is this, that obviously, you know, sound travels along the airwaves. What this does by creating it bouncing off walls is a disturbance in those airwaves. So then once I've done that, I can then go and obviously I'm going to do counter conditioning. So you can see here, I've got my fireworks sounds going off, and the dog would be in the crate, and these would be going, and I'll be building their comfortable surroundings. But again, you have to make sure that you condition the dog to the fan, condition the dog to the crate, and then build up the volume gradually, as I'm doing here with my noise sort of CD. But the idea, as you can see, Bliss is not bothered by the fan, and as I say, not bothered by necessarily the fireworks. So for anyone who's thinking about, this is my hack, and you could have one fan one way, one fan the other, but again, you don't want it necessarily right next to the dog. It can be obviously further away, pointed against an object like that, and all it does is just create that air disturbance in and around. So hope that answers any questions for anyone who's got firework phobic dogs. This can be a nice little hack to create that. Obviously you can get much more powerful fans than this that create much more air disturbance, but for that you would have to do much more work with your dog in counter conditioning them to the fan. Hope that helps. Just let me know if you've got any comments. Just give me a shout.